Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for October 2017. I'm using the Crystal Visions Oracle deck. Not Oracle deck, this is the Tarot cards. I'm using the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue and the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. So I've got two Oracle cards, one from each deck, and we'll start with those. Let's see what the message that we have from Spirit is with these cards. This one says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So that's that one from the Romance Angels deck. And then this is from the Whispers of Love, which says, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So we'll see what these messages mean. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe there won't be any more messages about it, but sometimes there is. This card is the Shadow card at the bottom of the deck after everything's been dealt. This beautiful deck of cards. I love this deck. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the kind of person who slow and steady gets the job done. Very grounded, down to earth, practical, pragmatic. They don't rush headstrong into projects or into relationships without thinking it through. They're going to think it through before they go. And once they get started, it's slow and steady, and they're very loyal. They're very dedicated, very loyal. The Pentacles energy is somebody who's very good with their money. They'd be the kind of person that would strive towards owning a home and having some of the finer things in life. Having the material wealth, having a nice car, looking good, dressing good, having nice clothes. That's represented in this person here. Now, this is the Shadow card and the hidden energies. So this is either somebody that you admire from afar and they don't know it, or it could be an aspect of your own personality that you keep hidden. And I want to point this one out because this is at the foundation of the reading, and this is the King of Pentacles. So this is the same kind of energy, but he's much more... like this person is still slow and steady, gets the job done. He's still working on it, whereas this one's already accomplished it. This would be the kind of person who's working at the relationship and trying to figure things out, and he's the king of the castle. He would be the kind of person I would see him as already married, having the family. He's the provider and the caretaker, whereas this one's a younger person who's still learning the tricks of the trade. He's still figuring things out a little bit. He's the hidden energy, but he's at the foundation. But it's very similar. They're both very similar in that they're good with their money. They have good jobs. They have money. They have nice material possessions. They drive nice cars. They are probably very good with their money and very strong and steady. And let's move on. So this here is the theme for the month, and this is about celebration and having good times with your friends. This is the Three of Cups. So there's either some kind of a celebration, whether it's a family reunion, a class reunion, a holiday gathering, or just going out on the weekends with your friends. You know, maybe you're a college student and you like to go out and have a good time and going out and partying. That could just be going out and having a good time with your friends. And that's at the theme. You know, that's socializing also, because I'm starting to see a theme that's driving me towards social media and online dating. Now, this card represents you in the reading, which is the Queen of Wands. This is that fiery, passionate energy, that physical energy. She's got the lioness over here. She's got the strength. She's got the courage. She's got this fiery passion. Maybe she's, you know, as the lioness, she's on the prowl. I like to throw out the metaphors when I think of them. But that could just be somebody who's, you know, very passionate right now. And this is the conflict. This is feeling like you're bound to a situation. You feel tied and bound. You feel tied down, tied up. And you feel like you don't have your freedom. Maybe you feel tied down, you don't have your freedom. And that's the conflict. Maybe you want your freedom. Maybe you're tied down and you want your freedom. Maybe you're in a relationship you don't want to be in and you prefer to have your freedom. And that would be reflected here if this is the conflict. And this again is the foundation. This is the King of Pentacles. So he's the kind of person who's, you know, the good job, good money, good home, nice car. He looks good. He likes nice clothes. And he's at the foundation of the reading. So whether that's, you know, if that's another aspect of your own personality, or if that's someone in your life, or if this is just the kind of person you're striving for. Maybe you like older men because this is an older man versus a younger man. And, you know, keep an open mind, if you're always looking for somebody who's older and more mature and more settled down, you might be missing out on somebody who's younger, who's more your age or even younger than you. Maybe they don't have the home yet, or they're not quite as accomplished as this person is, but this might be a better suit for you. Now, this is in the past. I always look at this card as the seductress. Look at her. She's such a seductress. You know how in the Garden of Evil, the Garden of Eden, and the snake tempts her with the apple. Well, she's like holding that apple like, you just come on and come get it. I've got your apple and I don't care. I'm enjoying this apple and I'm enjoying everything that it brings to me. This is the Devil card. So this is about temptation. It's about addictions. It could be excess. It could be like sexual excess, excessive sexual activity. And this is something to do in the past. And I say the sexual activity because just this person, the way she's laying there as the seductress, and there's Pan playing his flute in the background. Okay, but that's in the past. So maybe that was behavior of yours in the past, and you settled down a little bit, or you're trying to get that under control, because it doesn't look like you have it completely under control yet. You still have these desires and these passions in you right here. This card up here represents the present energies. This is the Page of Swords. So a page is a young person. A page could be a novice if you're new on the dating scene, or you're inexperienced with dating. This could also just be a messenger bringing communication. And the communication can have to do with some kind of truth, some kind of knowledge that this could be communication in terms of you communicating online and social media. Or this could just represent some new communication from somebody. You know, if you're doing the online dating and this is the new communication that keeps coming to you from new people, that could be reflected here as well, and that's in the present energies. So I do start to see communication with the Swords energies, and I'm questioning if there's some online dating going on, because that would be reflected here. Now, in the near future is conflicts. But here's these lions. So I associate these lions with this lioness. So it could be men fighting over you if you're this woman. And these could be all the different men that are fighting over you. It could be conflicts with that you're having with other people. It could be conflicts that you're having within yourself regarding these passions that you have. But I don't know. I'm starting to see this as people that are fighting over you in the near future. If you're dating a couple of different people, several different people, and now they're fighting over you in the near future. This is the internal energies, which is Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles has to do with generosity and charity. So she's got this little basket full of abundance here that she's sharing. So that's just you feeling generous. Maybe you're being generous with the people you're dating. Maybe you're dating a lot of people, and that's the generosity in you. And this is the external energies. So this is the Star card. This could just reflect you being the star. You may be the popular person online. Everybody's after you. Everybody wants to date you. Everybody's communicating with you online. This is about all your hopes and dreams coming true. in the Star card as well. And that's the external energies. This could be somebody that you are communicating with and trying to hook up with. And that person may be very popular online. This could just be somebody who's very popular. And it's somebody you would like to date. And maybe this message here is about keeping an open mind, and you're always going after the popular person. And maybe this Knight of Pentacles isn't the popular person, but he's the one that's going to have financial security, and he's going to be able to offer that to you and have a good life with you. He's very loyal, very steady, very dependable, and maybe he's the kind of person that would be better for you versus somebody who's, you know, very popular. Because sometimes these people, they have a way about them to attract people to them, but maybe they're not, you know, maybe that person could be more shallow than this person would be and not as loyal. They're very needy in terms of the attention, whereas this person wouldn't be. And I'm only saying that because of this card about keeping an open mind. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Whatever you think that you want and whatever you think your soulmate may be, and it may not be that. It may be somebody totally different. Now, this is your hopes and fears, and this is the Hermit, so I'm going to say this is your fear. Because if the theme for this month has to do with going out and having a good time with your friends and partying and celebrating, this is not something you want. You do not want to be cooped up all by yourself, sitting on the cliff, watching everybody down below, having a good time. This I would think of as being your fear. You know, the Sagittarius are you are a fire sign, so this does embody your personality type. Sagittarius is a fire sign. And, you know, this would be very much what you are, representing you very much, because the Wands is the fire energy. And this would not be you at all. The Hermit card is a Virgo. That represents Virgo as well. But these people are very introspective, very intellectual. They tend to spend more time alone. And I don't think Sagittarius likes to be alone anyway. This is more your style. You're very social and you want to hang out with your friends. So I'm going to say this is more of a fear. You don't want to be alone. You're going to go out and date all kinds of people to try to find the right one because you don't want to sit at home alone. And maybe you are dating a lot of different people, and that's what all this conflict is, just the different people fighting over you because you're dating a lot of people, because you do not want to be alone. And if you have to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince, you're going to do that. So these cards over here are the final outcome. And we've got the Queen of Swords. So she's somebody who's not in touch with her emotions. And this is the card here, embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. The Queen of Swords is less emotional than some of the other suits. Like the Wands energy over here, the Queen of Wands would be, I think, more in touch with their emotions. But this is more about a physical passion, I think. Physical passion and physical desire. Whereas this is that mental and intellectual. So you might start out with this passionate physical desires here and ending up with much more of an intellectual, whether that's a desire or just a reflection of you in general, and how you portray yourself and what you're looking for. This would be you as the communicator. Now, maybe you're the queen of communication. This is just you on social media, once again, as the communicator and getting finding all the dates, finding the men to hook up with. And that would be reflected here in the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which again, this is communication. That's why I'm just focusing on social media and online dating, where you're very good at communicating and getting what it is you want in a relationship. So this is new communication. I don't know. I keep seeing all of this new communication, and it's exactly what you would be experiencing if you're doing the online dating and dating a lot of different people. So you get a lot of new communications, and you are, you know, the queen of communication here. You're very good at what it is you say and how you portray yourself online. Now, this is also in the final outcomes, which is the Three of Swords. So this is having a broken heart. So maybe that one person that you think you want isn't the one that you end up with, and you have a broken heart over it. But that's where you need to look at this card, is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So maybe your heart is broken by somebody you thought you really wanted and that you thought would be good for you. And maybe that person really isn't good for you. And maybe it's a good thing that they broke your heart so you can move on to find somebody better. You know, maybe these people who are much more financially secure, they're hardworking, they're slow and steady. Maybe initially you find them to be boring because they're very focused on practical matters. They're very focused on being that financial security. They're more focused on their work. These people would be very hardworking and much more focused on work and security than anybody that you're going to find going out partying, going out to the bars or going out dancing. These people are going to be focused on creating security at home. So I just feel like maybe this is the message, that this is the kind of person for you, instead of the kind of guy that's going to go out partying and drinking too much. And embrace your emotions. So if this is you with your broken heart, embrace it. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. It's allowed. You're allowed to feel that. Don't push it away. Feel it and then move on from it. And maybe look for a different kind of a person. So that's your reading for the month, Sagittarius. I do other kinds of readings. If you want to get some further insight into relationships, you can look for your rising sign. That's based on your time of birth. And then watch the video for your rising sign. Also look for the general readings that I've done. And then I'll do some other kind of reading, whether it's an angel reading or some kind of spiritual reading of some kind. I'll put that out there as well and look for that one as well. So if you've got a different rising sign from your sun sign, that's the potential for 6 different videos that you can watch. So please subscribe, because then you can find them. If this showed up in your news feed and you haven't seen any of my videos before, if you subscribe, you can find them more easily. And you can watch some of the other videos that I have. Like the video, comment below. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.